Hello and welcome to today's Pendulum reading stream with Oracle cards, of course. So I have had cancellation, so I thought I would just jump on for maybe like an hour and do a pendulum. I feel like there hasn't been a pendulum in quite a long time, so yeah, we will do a pendulum. So, Megan, hello and welcome. So, as always, it's yes or no for the pendulum, and I do have some oracle cards to hand. I have Moon Magic, Shadow Healing, Druid Wisdom, Love, Akashic, and Angel. But I am using also my brand new Feng Shui cards. So if you wanted to choose a Feng Shui card, you're very welcome. We generally, you can choose if you want the room. So we have living room, kitchen, dining room, bedroom, bathroom, and study, I believe. So they're the cards that we have for Feng Shui. So I'll get to the questions in just a moment. Haven't quite laid these out properly yet. So just bear with me. Oh, hallway. We have hallway as well. And it's just like a little bit of Feng Shui. I do talk quite often about how the space around us is also super important, as well as, the energy of the space around us, as well as our internal and energetic system. We don't want blocks in our system, but we don't want blocks around us either. So, I do think Feng Shui is quite important, and I'm really loving these cards. So, if you would like one, let me know, and I'll go back over that. So there is oh, oh gosh. One moment. One moment. So we have bathroom, dining room, kitchen, living room, study, bedroom, and hallway for Feng Shui. That's what we have. So you're very welcome to choose one of those. As well as, like I said, we have Moon Magic, Shadow Healing, Druid Wisdom, Love, Akashic, and Angel. There are a few other cards that I could grab. We'll see how busy it gets. Maybe we'll mix it up a little bit. Don't forget to like the video, and let's get to questions. So we have Mega Healing Tarot, hello. Mega says a love card for me and R. If the music is a bit too loud, let me know. So a love card for you and R, here you go. So it says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you a romance. So staying optimistic, you can manifest what you want in a relationship or within your current relationship. It's just about having that. Sometimes we do get dragged down by our doubts, fears, insecurities, worries. So just try to stay in that high, uplifted energy. If you are new, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum, or you can choose from the oracle cards. It is free. It's free. You just have to have patience because I will be further up in the chat than you. You'll be quite far down to me. So just have a bit of patience. But I will get to you. If your question is super urgent, you can send a super chat, but that is not necessary if you have a bit of patience. But of course, it's how can I say? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it's very welcoming. Welcome. I'm grateful for super chats. Grateful for super stickers and all of that. I appreciate that. Kieran, hello. Lila Phoenix, were you on a reading? Like I think you were on a channeling or oh no, it wasn't you. It was Rising Phoenix. Sorry, yeah. But hello, Lila Phoenix. Hello, Rain. Hello, Healing Tarot. Will Anna Vash give me commitment for marriage? Okay. Have to respin on that one. Yes, there is a possibility of that. We're getting yes. Romance Angel for Healing Tarot. Here you are. So you have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So this can be someone from your past that you were in a relationship with, but it can also be someone who you were just kind of acquainted with. Maybe they will come back and show a bit of interest in you. Kieran says, as for a question, Faraz Rahaman, current feelings and intentions towards you. Well, it's not crystal ball is pendulum. So it has to, the question has to be put in like a yes or no. But I can pull a love card for that, I suppose, and see what we get there. So there you are. It says, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So that's interesting. Maybe there's some romantic feelings there. Kevin, how are you? I'm very well. Rain says a love card for connection with Yuto, okay? Free yourself. You have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It's time to take back control of your life. Now, Kieran says love card. I will pull another for you, even though I did one for the last question. You deserve love. You are lovable. So sometimes we get low self-esteem, low self-confidence, maybe a little bit of doubts, anxieties, worries, fears, insecurities. Step into your power. You are deserving of love. You can manifest the love that you want. Hey, hello and welcome. I'm very well. I hope you are well. Akashic for Kieran. Oh, I'm pulling it upside down. Interesting, but good. So this is a good card. This is one of the cards that we actually do want upside down. It's the karmic trench. So when it's the right way, it suggests that you are either in a repetitive cycle of a negative habit. So this can be things like you keep being attracted to narcissists, or you have some kind of addiction, like it could be smoking. You know, people who try to quit smoking can be in the karmic trench. Sometimes it's not something that you're doing over and over again in this lifetime. Sometimes it's something that you're repeating over lifetimes. Like you keep making one wrong decision each lifetime. So you do bear that in mind if it doesn't really resonate. But the good thing about drawing it upside down is it actually means you're coming out of the karmic trench. So if you do have a negative habit or a cycle that you're trying to break free from, you are going to break free from that very soon. And also good karma will be served to you. You will have good karma. And the karmic trench does say you will have good karma, so that's nice. So, DYY, welcome back. Will my future spouse be handsome? Okay. Guessing a no on that. Interesting. A no on that. So, guys, if you are new, yes or no questions for the pendulum, or you can choose some oracle cards, which I will go back over the oracle cards in a moment. Healing Tarot, is Annie Vesh a right person for me according to my spirit guides? It said respin, so we're getting a yes. You seem to have good energy surrounding that connection at the moment. Kevin, was my today's stream really A's intentions of wanting to reach out to me? Oh, getting a lot of rephrases. Yes, getting a yes on that. Healing Tarot, does A go through a spiritual awakening? Yes, you get a yes on that. Acacia card for Mega. You have commitment. Commitment. So this often relates to the relationship, as you can see. There's rose petals and things like that, and it is the one of roses. So it usually relates to a higher commitment in a relationship. So it can be, if you're single, you'll meet someone. If you've met someone, you'll get in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you might get engaged. If you're engaged, you might get married. It seems to be heading towards the path of strong commitment. Could even be something like moving in together, you know? But very, very occasionally, this links to a different type of big commitment and big contract, like a huge work opportunity or signing for a house that you've always wanted. Can sometimes be that, but most of the time, it does link to the romantic relationship. Healing Tarot is this angel card. Here you are. So you have prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So a little bit of organization and motivation might be needed to tap into your higher life path, achieve more things you want to achieve. An Archangel Metatron there. Maya, hello and welcome. So guys, do please bear in mind to give everybody a chance. You know, let a few people ask a question before you ask another one. If you are new, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. I am behind in the chat, so you have to have patience for me to get to you. If you're super urgent for your question answered, super chats are very welcome, but you can just have patience and I'll get to you. But yeah, so I will go back over the oracle cards in a little moment, so just wait for that for a moment for the oracle cards. So Meg has says angel. I don't think we did Meg has angel, so let's do that. You have sensitivity, Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Honor your feelings. Don't try to suppress them or hide them or anything like that. Allow yourself to feel them. Kieran says, what was SR feelings? This is not a crystal ball, guys. The question has to be asked in a yes or no. So you could say like, did SR have this emotion towards me, or did, as long as it can be answered in a yes or no when it's pendulum. We will have a crystal ball very soon, but this is pendulum at the moment, so you do have to make sure it can be answered in a yes or no. So AA sees a card from my workplace. Let's do a Keisha for that. Okay, so we have Uriel and this things, which usually corresponds to three things: your emotions, your spirit guides, and travel. So if it's related to work, it could suggest that you will have better opportunities for work in a different location, like traveling, going somewhere new. Um, Also, there's an emotional aspect to this. So there could be something like an emotional healing that you need to go through before you get to that higher level or position that you want. But also your spirit guides might be trying to guide you. When the spirit guides come on the work path, they're often trying to connect your life mission, your spiritual life mission, with your root chakra, your work path, your home, your location. So yeah, connect with your spirit guides, and they might actually help to align you onto this better path. Sometimes we forget when it's material things that we want, or very, physical 3D things. Sometimes we forget that we can ask spirit guides for help with that. Um, oh, I don't have moderators in the chat at the moment, so please forgive the very trolly, rude, horrible comments in the chat there. I will delete them as I get to them, but I only just got to some of those, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. When I don't have any moderators in, we can go a bit crazy with the trolls. Romance Angel for Kieran. Oh, past life relationship. You have already known each other before, so this person that you're going to connect with will be very familiar, very deep spiritual connection with that one. Healing Tarot. Does Anivesh come to my parents for marriage proposal? I guess a yes on that. AA says love card for my connection with Asha. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So that can be if someone's working too much, you don't get enough time to see each other. It can be having an impact. It can be, if someone is struggling financial wise, you don't have enough money to go and do the things you want to do, like on dates or just being together. It does cost money when we're going out together and things like that. So yeah, finances and career might be impacting your love life at the moment. Moon magic for Megha. So here is your cards, and it says, I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outwards. So yeah, when we feel something very positive within ourselves, we do tend to emanate that outwards, and then that's like a magnet, drawing that back to us. Kieran? Kieran says, why are angels showing me angel numbers? Kieran, please. It's yes or no questions for the pendulum. If you're asking how can I answer that with a pendulum? It's not crystal ball. I'm so sorry. There will be a crystal ball very soon, but that's just not the kind of question that can be answered with a yes or no. We'll pull an angel card for Kieran for that one. Please do bear this in mind. Questions on this stream need to be answered in a yes or no. Asked in a way that can be answered in a yes or no. Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So it could be that, it's a path of your own child. Could be, the children in your close friends, family's children. Maybe you help them in some way. But it could also be guidance to work with children, Kevin, should I message A soon? Guess I'm gonna know on that actually. Card of my choice for rain. Okay, I will choose you a Druid Wisdom and a Feng Shui. So Druid Wisdom for rain says the winding trail, hawthorn and heathers, rowan and rue. Scotland's unique mysteries and magic are waiting for you. The purple thistle flower is the national symbol of of Scotland. Wear a thistle necklace or charm for devotion, resilience, protection, and strength. Ooh, I don't think I've seen that one before come up on the stream. And I'm going to do your feng shui. Let's do bedroom. Most people have a bedroom, so sometimes I'm like, you know, some people don't have a study room specifically. So, so here's the new cards, feng shui. You have bedroom, and they give you good and bad tips. Some things that are good to do in the space, things that are bad to do in the space. So you have good is headboards. Use a solid headboard and avoid ones with bars and gaps. Oh, mine has bars and gaps. Benefits: sense of stability and connection between partners as well, if you're sleeping next to someone. So that's interesting. Mine definitely does not have that. Mine has like what would you call it? Bars and gaps with fairy lights and things like that all over it. So maybe not great feng shui on my bed there. Tarot says moon magic. I am loved beyond measure. So it's a very positive affirmation of you feeling love in this current chapter, maybe more love coming to you in this current chapter. Moon magic for Maya as well. I let go, I release, I am within perfect possibility. Amazing. So yeah, we do need to let go and release to bring in new, more positive possibilities. So yeah, it's very, well, it makes a lot of sense. AA, does Ali miss me these days? No, getting a no on that, unfortunately. Kevin, if I message A where I'm thinking of like I did in my dream today, will A message me back positively? Oh, respin on that one. Guessing a yes. So maybe you know, there's a good energy around that at the moment. Does A truly love me for healing tarot? Guessing a no on that, unfortunately. Hello and welcome. I need subs. Hello and welcome. Love card for Kevin. There we are. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So there might be a friend in particular that can help a little bit with this connection, help with this, bringing this together, you know? Shadow healing for Maya. There you go. You have stunned. Stunned. The moment when time stands still as you try to make sense of what occurred. This is the golden moment. Plan your next move rather than react to the situation. So just getting ahead of the game, planning your next move instead of dwelling in that emotional reaction. Rain says a love card, of course. Here you are. And you have unrequited love, unfortunately. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. It's not great in a relationship if one person likes the other person more. You know, there has to kind of be that balance in that. It doesn't mean that can never come, but you know, yeah, sometimes we do have to try to take note of that, try to be mindful. Maybe it's you who likes them less. You know, it can go that way as well. AA says love card for Ali and my connection. Okay. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. So making the effort. Maybe there's an action you're thinking of taking that you're not quite doing. Kevin, was my today's dream anything related to my premonition ability? Guessing a no on that. So it might just more be about the spiritual connection rather than an actual premonition of what is going to happen. So things might not happen exactly as they did in a dream, maybe, you know. AA, will I meet Asha this weekend? Yes, you guys think yes on that, so best of luck with that. I hope that goes well for you. Vincent Diesel says shout out to Southampton. Well, yeah, Southampton, amazing. I don't believe I've been there, but I'm from like kind of rural area, so nice to see other UK. Nice to see other UK people in. That's very nice. Maya says Druid Wisdom, of course. Oh. Ritual of Fire. Runes of power with candles and flame. Sacred fire, I make wisdom your name. Carry opal or amber for inspiration and shamanic journeying. And I can really confirm that as well. Amber is my favourite. I use it all the time for shamanic journeying or not. There you go, I have amber ring on right now. But opal, I think that's a good connection with angels, opal. So if you're trying to invoke any kind of spirit guide or anything, that might be good. Shadow healing for Kevin. You have this one, which is dishonesty. Don't confuse dishonesty with a difference of opinion. Everyone has their own take on the situation, and you are required to respect the differences. So if it's just a difference of opinion, it's okay, you can respect that. If someone's actually being dishonest, then yeah, it's a different story. So use your intuition for that, I suppose. Kieran says, have I met my future spouse? I'm gonna no on that. Oh no. Paul SoundCloud, hello and welcome. DIY says, oh, Maya, a love card from the person I'm thinking about, of course. There we are. It says, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So that's nice as well. Just allowing the universe to carry your manifestations, your energies, let everything settle. Guys, if you are new, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. And the oracle cards we have today are Angel, Akashic, Love, Druid Wisdom, Moon Magic, and Shadow Healing, and Feng Shui as well, if you want a Feng Shui card. Please bear in mind that I'm behind in the chat. If you have patience, I will get to you. If you super urgently want your question answered, you're very welcome to send a super chat. Otherwise, just have a little bit of patience, okay? Curtis Thomas, am I gay? Question for the ball. I'm pretty sure that is just a joke, but I'm going to do it anyway and see let's see what the pendulum says to Curtis Thomas. Oh, it says rephrase. It's not sure. I disconnected. I'm sorry if I was buffering. So Curtis Thomas said, am I gay? And I thought, you know what? I know that's a joke, but I'm going to do it anyway. We got a respinner first, so the pendulum really wasn't sure. But now we're getting a no. So the pendulum's saying no. Maya says Akashic. Okay, here we are. So there are only two time frame cards in the deck. We have one that represents either autumn or spring, and the other, of course, represents summer and winter. Now, the manifestation that you're really thinking of, the thing you really want to manifest, is coming in the autumn. So you're getting a time frame card on that. So that's good for you. Sahil says, where are you from? I'm from the UK, a place called the Wirral. Paul SoundCloud, hello, I hope you are well. It's really nice to see new people in the chat. Yeah, if you're new, hello and welcome. I'm Venus. This is Secret Frequencies, and we do all sorts of readings on here. Trying to do it pretty much daily if possible. So we have crystal ball, flower reading is a new one, tea leaf reading is quite new. We do aura reading, past life reading, channeling, starseed reading, pendulum, crystal ball, tarot, all sorts of readings. So you're very welcome to stay with us. Most readings are free. We do have some members only ones, but most readings are free. And I only jump on with mobile streams, which I can't schedule, so click the notification bell, that's the best way. Ella says, will my person go through a spiritual awakening and be more committed to me? So let's do that in two parts, like you have. So will they go through a spiritual awakening first? Oh, respin. So getting a yes on spiritual awakening. Let's see, will they be more committed to you? Getting a yes on that as well. So perhaps it's just a case of divine timing. Kevin, what was or is A actively trying to manifest me? Rephrase. Guessing a no on that one. Sahil says, will I be a millionaire by 2030? Let's see. Do you know what? It would be nice. It would be nice. by 2030. Rephrase. The pendulum's like, I don't know. Oh, getting a no on that, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. But that doesn't mean you can't make a lot of money. Maybe just not millions, you know? Curtis Thomas says, will my friend date me? Will my friend date me? Yes, you get a yes on that. So there isn't a possibility of that. Paul, I said SoundCloud before, I think. Paul Snowcloud, so sorry. I just didn't read it properly. Will I start a change in my life? Let's see. Getting a lot of respins. Energy might be very up in the air at this time. Oh. Ah! It really wasn't sure. It dangled in the middle for a moment. I'm going to respin on that one. Getting a yes. Yeah, I had a feeling that I was a little bit off there. So yeah, you will start a change in your life. Maya says an angel card. Oh, so we have clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside of your mind or from other people. Now I will talk about this card a little bit, but it looks like I have a super sticker or something that it didn't show up. Oh, Honella! Hello and welcome back, and thank you for the super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I only just saw it. I'm so sorry. It just popped. Well, it didn't pop up. So bear with me. Let me just get back to where I was up to. So guys, I am a little bit behind in the track. You just have some patience, I will get to you. But I just want to talk about this because clairaudience, what some people don't realise is sometimes your clairaudience abilities begin by hearing lines of songs randomly. You know, you might not even realise music is on, but you hear one line that rarely speaks to you. Or even people might say things that it just doesn't seem like they've said it. It seems divinely guided. Clairaudience can start like that before you start getting very clear messages. So just bear that in mind as well. Curtis Thomas, well, my friend Jamie, we got yes on that. Guys, that's another thing. Don't repeat your questions. I'm just behind in the chat. I will get to you. You don't need to repeat the question. Damini, hello and welcome. Mark, hello and welcome back. Am I moving with Claudel this month or next month? Okay, so let's ask this month. This month? Oh, rephrase. A lot of energy's up in the air right now. Oh, rephrase again. Maybe. Okay. So there's a lot of uncertainty around this month. So let's ask next month. The energies might have settled a little bit by then for all of us. You're getting a yes to next month. So seems more likely to be next month. So Akashic as well for Mag. Mag? I just say Mag. So you get the Akashic Library. Now, the Akashic Library is great because there's a few things. So it represents your ability to tap into your Akashic records, or the Akashic records. You might be able to tap into like skills, talents, energies, information from your past lives and things like that. You might be able to align your future life path a little bit better as well. But also with the Akashic Library, you are being pushed to keep studying, you know? Sometimes it means that there's something specific you want to study in terms of actual learning in a course or classroom setting. But sometimes it's about the lessons of life. You know, rarely bear in mind you're still learning those lessons of life and that learning doesn't really stop. And even if you're self-teaching yourself something, you want to learn divination or whatever it might be, just really go for it. Really understand that you can continue learning, continue growing, and you will always continue to learn and grow, you know? So it's quite a nice one. And also, Universe Guidance, I don't really have a card for that, so I'm sorry about that. Dominity's Angel card, of course. Here we are. So you have Chakra Clearing, Angel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So you might need a bit of help with your chakras from Archangel Metatron. And that's quite a... You know, there's multiple techniques you can use for chakra clearing and balancing, and geometric shapes is a great one when connecting with the angels as well. Angel message from Mag full as well. Here you go. So for Mag, we have teaching and learning. Interesting. Resonating very strongly with your Akashic card as well. Angel Zakiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. So at the moment, you might be in the student role learning a lot of things, but that might flip and you might be in the teacher role, teaching people what you've learned. So just bear that in mind. You seem to be getting a lot of messages about learning right now. Dr. V, hello and welcome. Mag says a love message. So you have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you might have something you feel like you want to say to someone that you're holding back from, or they may have something they want to say to you, and we kind of need to open our hearts a little bit to receive what they want to say as well. Sashka says hello. Is Em going to send me a letter later? Welcome back. It's nice to see you. You got a yes on that. So guys, if you are new, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. And please like the video. It lets me know that you like these types of videos. The more likes a video gets, the more I'm going to come back and keep doing it. I'm really trying to make an effort to be on pretty much daily, like 5 days a week maybe. And if I keep getting likes, people keep coming in, I keep getting engagement, then I'm going to know that you guys want to do that, So there's always going to be free readings here. I know that, there's options of being a member and super chat and all of that, but there's always going to be free readings, especially if I keep getting likes and people keep joining, So yeah. So yes or no questions for the pendulum. I'm behind in the chat, so unless you send a super chat, you can send a super chat if you urgently want your question answered. If you just have patience for me to get to you. There's no need to double post your questions. Just post your question, wait for people to ask a question, post another question. Just give space for others. And the cards we have today are Angel, Akashic, Love, Druid Wisdom, Moon Magic, Shadow Healing, and Feng Shui. Okay, so Deepening says an Akashic card. So for Deepening, we have Reflection. So Reflection is all about being in that meditative period, being in that period of life where you're not really taking too much action. It's more planning, it's more going within, learning about yourself, setting your priorities straight, thinking about what you want. You can do manifesting, prioritizing, organizing, planning, but you're just not taking action just yet. You're in that slow, reflective stage, Maybe really thinking deeply about what you really do want, meditating, maybe. Kevin, is A planning to text me? Guess a yes on that. Amazing. Ivo, hello and welcome. It's so lovely to see you. So I can kind of do a hug like this, put my arms around the phone. But love, light, and blessings to you. It's really nice to see you. B says date of my premonition in job. Okay. Promotion, sorry. I'm saying premonition because I'm thinking of Kevin's questions. So you say date of my promotion in my job. So guys, please bear in mind the questions do need to be put in a way that can be answered by a yes or no. On this stream, I do crystal ball. That's a great question for crystal ball, but just not for pendulum. Okay, so what I will do for Dr. V is I will say, will a promotion be within this year? So I'll ask, will it be, because that can be answered by a yes or no. Oh, respin on that one. So we get a no on this year. So let me say, will it be the first quarter of next year? So that's January, February, March, isn't it? Will it be within those first 3 months of next year? No! Second 3 months of next year. Will be within them. Yes, okay. So we're getting more like April, May, June next year for promotion for Dr. V. Moon Magic for Deepening. So we have here, there we are. Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. Yeah, when we fail, we do have to make sure that, yeah, it can be disheartening, it can be upsetting, but have we learned a lesson from it? As long as you learned a lesson from it, you haven't really failed, Callum, hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Guys, if you are new, we do multiple different types of readings every week. Check out my channel if you want to see the types of readings that we've done. And join us, stay with us. Kevin says, will A unblock me this month? Okay. Guessing a no on that, unfortunately. Guys, by Universe, hello and welcome. Akashic card. Akashic, you have. Oh, you have the Ascent upside down. So that's interesting because the Ascent's a very positive card about getting to your manifestations, getting to where you want to go, really achieving them. But it's really strongly about the challenges and struggles that it will take to get there. So when you draw it upside down, it's saying that the challenges and struggles might be too difficult for you. So you might need help with the challenges and struggles, okay? So you still have the potential to get there, to get to your goals and the manifestations, but you might need help with the challenges and struggles along the way. Don't feel like you need to do everything on your own. Get healings, get classes, ask people for help with certain jobs. If I know that you're doing YouTube, so let's say you had difficulty with like streaming software or editing a video. If you ask help with that instead of feeling like, oh, I have to do everything on my own, I'm really stressing, understand that you can ask for help, basically. And that doesn't just go for YouTube. I just use that as an example because I know that you do YouTube, but things like that. Rain says, may I have an Acacia card? Yes, of course. So we have for Rain, wishes fulfilled. Wishes fulfilled. So that's very nice. So um, it's the Five of Keys, so generally it tends to be about more physical things like your job, your home. Like you can see here, there's tons of food. It's like not going, how can I say, having no struggles when it comes to the things you need to live, the things you need to survive. Having a nice, secure location with a roof over your head, having enough food and things like that. Wishes fulfilled. It generally does link to the root chakra wishes, like home, work, location, money, things like that. But yeah, sometimes it can be a bit broader, and it can be maybe a wish that you're really deeply thinking about right now, but tends to be quite root chakra based. But either way, it's positive. Could be seeing more money or having an increase in something positive root chakra based in some way, which is nice. Kevin, thank you for moderating that. I greatly appreciate that. A love card for Guided by Universe. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you do feel like there's a bit of a connection, a bit of a spark, just try. Just flirt, just try your hand, ask the question. The worst that can happen is that not interested, I guess. But yeah, it's a positive omen. Dr. V says, will I get my wealth share? Yes, you guys think a yes on that. Guided by Universe says, does E miss me? Yes, you guys a yes on that. Aparna! Hello and welcome back. It's nice to see you. It's James. Hello and welcome. Fire and water. Oh, I finally caught you. I'm very well, guys. So for those of you asking how I am very well. Really hope you guys are well. And please like the video. I greatly appreciate that. A card of my choice for fire and water. Let's do angel and moon magic. We'll do angel. No, angel and druid wisdom, I think. So angel here for fire and water is patience. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need natural patience. So they might not be coming super quickly, but when it happens, it might be quicker than you thought, quicker than you realize. Druid wisdom. This is your beautiful picture. Ritual of water. The druids bless your aura with a positive ring, protective ring, whispering prayers over water and holy springs. Let the water cleanse your heart. Carry Lorimar crystal for happy confidence and clear communication. I'll show that. I know the words back to front, but I've never seen this one before, so I'm not sure. It's Larimar. So I assume it's like a throat chakra crystal, but I haven't connected that one as far as I'm aware. Honawa, hello and welcome. I saw the super chat before, so I'm very super sticker, sorry. Very grateful for that. Thank you very much. Apollo, why is A coming in my dreams? Is he thinking about you? Okay. I think a lot of respins. Yes, you're guessing a yes. Energy is a little bit up in the air at the moment from current events. Kevin, was it my sign from the universe about what I can do to help reconcile with A through the dream? Yes. Dr. B, will I receive my wealth share hard work project? Guessing a no on that one. So yeah, I'm sorry about. I don't like to give the negative answers. Honella, do does Mark Edwards is Mark Edwards sincere about his feelings towards me? Okay. Yes, I'm guessing a yes on that. Rain, love card in regards to new love. So you have, oh, calling your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. Very nice. Very positive omen there. Aparna is A thinking about reunion. Yes. Yes, a yes on that. Rain says, may I have an Acacia card for my connection with Sarah? So you have the bird's nest. So the bird's nest is about. It's usually about a level of independence. It's usually more chakra based. So I'll say what it's usually about, and then we'll try to link it to love a little bit more. So the bird's nest it's usually fleeing the nest. It's you leave a situation where you then go on to a higher level where you have more freedom but also more responsibility. So I always describe it as like if someone passes their driving test, they have more freedom because they don't have to wait for public transport. They can go whenever they want, do whatever they want, but they have more responsibility because now they're insuring a car, putting petrol into a car, um, trying to be a safe driver. So they do have a lot more responsibility even though they have more freedom. And that's generally what this card suggests. So it's a positive omen in a sense because I suppose more responsibility within a relationship is the closer you come together. The closer you are in a connection, the more responsibility you kind of have together. But freedom is an interesting one. It can relate to being at a distance. It can relate to just ensuring that you still have your own time and own space together. So maybe if you do ensure that there's enough freedom in the connection, maybe that more positive um, responsible kind of energy will come as well. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to relate that to a love connection. Maybe you have your own interpretation of that based on what I said, but I wouldn't say it's negative, because the whole idea of the bird's nest is that you're leaving this kind of situation where you're underneath someone. The mother's taking care of the birds, and then you're leaving to a better, higher place. It's like a higher path. So it is positive. Kevin, would this a guy who is joining Gemini to be interested in me romantically? Okay. Guessing a no on that at the moment. Dr. V, video not clear. Yeah, I did buffer for a moment. I hope everything's okay now. Kelsey Wells, hello and welcome back. Will I secure an interview at JAMCRM soon? Okay. We're getting a lot of respins today. I do think the energy's up in the air, but you're getting a yes, so there's a good opportunity, a good chance there. Aparna, can I awaken my psychic abilities? Everybody has the possibility to, but I suppose we'll see how close you are at the moment. Maybe. You're getting a maybe. So it's not a no, so I suppose you are a little bit more open than maybe some people who would get no. But yeah, it seems like you have a little bit of work to do. So guys, if you are new, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. We have angel, akashic, love, druid wisdom, moon magic, shadow healing, and feng shui. Oracle cards. You're very welcome to choose any one of those as well. Um, the readings are free, so yeah, don't hesitate to just post your question, but just post your question once. That's fine. You don't have to keep posting. You can ask as many questions as you like. Give other people a chance as well in the chat. Be respectful. And as I'll answer all the questions I can in the time that I have. If you're super urgent for your question to be answered, you can send a super chat. Super stickers are greatly welcomed and appreciated, but they're not necessary. There will always be free things on this channel, so stay subscribed and click the notification bell because not all streams are planned. So if you get when I have a spare hour, I got a cancellation today, had some spare time, I just right on, so nobody knew until I jumped on, so that clicking the notification bell is best. I probably have about 20 minutes left, so get through as many as I can in that time. Ella says you're also great. Thank you for answering all of our questions and having so much patience. You're so welcome. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. Moon magic from Kevin. From Kevin. There we are. I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that is a place of profound learning. Profound learning. So yeah, that's very nice. Make sure you are taking in those lessons, you know. Rain says angel card. Angel here. They are. Claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. When we have claircognizance, we can ourselves, because claircognizance is just knowing. It's like inner knowing. So sometimes we think that's our own thoughts and we're just being silly. Really trust and believe yourself. Even if you don't know how something, trust that you do know it. Our love card guidance for me and A. Okay, here we are. So you have worth waiting for. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So if things don't seem to be aligning as quickly as you want, be due to a divine timing. I do apologize about the buffering. I hope it didn't go on for too long. I do know when it happens because there's like I get it. It buffers and it says reconnecting. But luckily it reconnected. Sometimes it doesn't. So yeah. Kevin says is A interested in Boomy romantically. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but we will do it. Yes, I'm guessing a yes on that. Dr. V, will I receive my oh, we did that one. You got a yes on Wealth Share, but when you said a hard work project, you got a no. So it's kind of like a bit, yeah, I suppose. Ella says, did I ever cheat on me? Well, I hope not. That's not a nice thing to. Oh, we got yes. I really don't like the negative answers. When we get the negative answers, I'm so sorry. Alpana is A thinking about marriage with me. Okay. Maybe. So there's been some consideration somewhere about that. Rain, moon magic, yes, of course. Oh, here you are. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. Yeah, sometimes tapping into the more shallow energies does actually help, you know? It can boost confidence, it can help with emanating the energies that we want to give out to people, you know? Little girl, hello and welcome. Rain, say shadow healing. So guys, just to say, I know we have a few new people in here, so all of my information is in the description of this video. So there will always be free readings on this channel, but I do have a website, which is secretfrequencies.com/shop. So if you want any more in-depth kind of sessions, I do spells, I do Reiki, I do cleanses, I do sound healing, and I do a plethora of different types of readings. We have tea leaf, we have crystal ball, pendulum, tarot, candle wax reading, palm reading, past life reading. There's all different types of readings on there as well, and they're all very reasonably priced. They're very reasonably priced. So if you do want anything more in depth, feel free to check that out. Just ask me any questions you want. I'm very open to receiving messages off stream. I have my Facebook, my email, and my Discord in the description of the video. If you do have any questions or want to connect with me anywhere, you're very welcome to do that as well. Rain says shadow healing. You have baffled. Sometimes a little confusion allows us the opportunity to explore different ways that we might not have previously considered. Yeah, so if you feel a bit confused, try to do the same thing but taking a different approach, you know, from a different angle, you know. Tamia, I'm really sorry to read whatever you've written there. I'm not 100% on it. I don't know about it, but I, you know, hope everything is well. Kevin says, will A text me this month on any socials? Okay. Guess no on that, unfortunately. Woman Queen Love 27. Hello and welcome. It's so lovely to see new people. Feel free to ask your yes or no questions. Feel free to choose oracle cards. You're so welcome to the channel, guys. And I'm Venus for anyone who is new and doesn't know. Rain says, may I have a card of your choice for my dad? Yes. I'm going to choose Angel. So let's do Angel here. Oh, we have career transition. Archangel Camille. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Now, do bear in mind, this is a root chakra card. So it might not be talking specifically about career. It could be about location. It could be about something else to do with the root. So a transition of something that's very physical. So yeah, it would generally tend to be career or location. Could be something else to do with the home setting, safety, security, or finances. So it could be a transition in finances as well, in a different way that might not be linked to career. For example, for some people, it could be winning the lottery, you know, a transition in finances or location is what we see with that one, because it's very root chakra based. So, Kevin, do my spirit guides or universe want me to message a first instead? Oh, Kevin's two rephrases here. Maybe. Oh, maybe going with your intuition on that one. Apana, will A contact me this year or in the next year? So this year, let's do this year. I think no on this year. So let's do the next year. I think no. Oh, I'm so sorry about it. I hope that energy changes for you. Demeanor, you're very welcome. So lovely to see you. Ask us questions as you like. Ella, does Aurelia love me and want a future with me? Okay, so does Aurelia love you? Yes. And want a future with you? Yes. I think a yes on that. Opana, can you pick a card of your choosing for me in regards to awakening my psychic abilities? Yes. Let's do Druid Wisdom then. For awakening your spiritual abilities, okay. You have Ritual of Air, a spellful look whispered in the air. The song of bards will carry you there. Carry natural citrine crystal for joy to come. Okay, so a spell of look whispered in the air. So you'll be very connected with air at the moment. It could be anywhere where air is in your astrological chart, or it could be just air elemental guides like Fae or anything like that. Um, but yeah, so whispering your affirmations or your affirmations or prayers to the air, in the wind, really connecting in that way, because there are different types of spiritual processes we can do with wind element, air, fire, so at the moment you're working with air, so that's good. But citrine might also help you. It's interesting because we think very strictly about crystals and crystals that help with, we might be super drawn to amethyst because it's purple and it connects with the third eye. But sometimes it's just a different crystal that works for you, I have used that stone quite strongly in spiritual practice, but it's a very grounding, physical stone. But yeah, so citrine for you. Marianne, hi, I've been told that there will be no reunion with my daughter. Are the sayers correct? Getting a yes on that here at the moment. So I'm hoping that energy changes for you. I can do a bit of a check on that since it's something we've worked on. So I will check on that. I think we got another super chat if I'm not mistaken. Or sticker. Maybe not. No, I am mistaken. Let me see. I need to find where I'm up to here. Bear with me. There go Chosen. Hello and welcome back. I'm going to get a child. Are you going to get a child with Jeffrey this year? Okay. No, I'm guessing no on that, unfortunately. I'm so sorry to say. Maybe it's just not as soon as this year. Kevin, will I arrange something for us to meet within 3 months? Oh, I dropped it. Maybe. There's a possibility of that. It seems like the energy is a bit more positive at the moment. Angel card from Marianne. Here you are. It says, Gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels give you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. Now, I do believe that you are open to receiving, but sometimes we just get messages that are affirmation, confirmation, telling us, yes, you're right, you know? Rain, card of my choice as advice from my spirit guide, love. Okay, let's do Akashic. So, oh, okay, that's interesting. So you're getting add some, which is that you have guides, ancestors, angels, past loved ones, um, any kind of spirit guide, starseed, anything around you, and they are sending you messages. But this is saying that you either are receiving the right messages, you're correct in what you think they're saying to you, so trust yourself, or in this current chapter, you'll begin to see the messages very clearly. So they are going to send you messages, you will begin to see them clearly if you feel like you're doing right now, but trust your intuition because they often use the intuition as guidance. So I guess it's kind of them saying, no, you talk to us. You talk to us directly. It's kind of what they're saying at the moment. Um, so we'll pull you another one because that was kind of humorous from them, saying Venus isn't going to say it. You need to find it yourself. But let's do a moon magic for you. So I'm curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. So that's interesting. So maybe a little bit of work just on yourself, on your own, like whether it's like self-confidence, self-worth, or if it's just stepping into your power. Sometimes we are confident, we're fine with ourselves, no issues, but we're just not really stepping into our power. We're not really embodying what we could embody. So sometimes it's just guidance to do that, because finding love or finding love, strengthening love, improving the love, whether you're in a connection or you're seeking one, or the energy you emanate and put out is very important. So work on yourself is always going to be important. Kevin, is A moving on from me romantically? Okay. Guess a yes on that. So that's a bit of a strange one. Moon magic for Marianne. There we are. I have power. It is real. So just about trusting yourself a bit more, just about believing in your own intuition, your own guidance a bit more. Apana, you're the sweetest soul I have come across, Venus. I hope you always stay and protected. I'm really grateful to come across your channel. You are so sweet. It's always really nice to be able to catch you as well. I'm really making efforts to do this is early for GMT. But when I say early, it's kind of afternoon, but I don't tend to work. I don't tend to work early because I get a lot of bookings in the morning, but this is early for me, so trying to make an effort of doing an early stream and a late stream, an early stream and a late stream to kind of accompany all of you guys and all of your time zones. So I hope that I will catch you more. I hope that I will see you more often. Home style, hello and welcome. Marianne, spellcasting if you have them. So they are within reach, so yeah, I will grab them. So we have about 10 minutes left. Let's see, so we do have spellcasting here. Spellcasting from Marianne, we have, it says commitment. So it's about a strong commitment coming onto your path. So it can be commitment with a person, whether that's, a romantic relationship, a friendship, a family member, really committing to something, committing to, it could be a project, it could be an idea, it could be a relationship. Have commitment to a new work project. It can be a work project, it can be signing for something really big, like a new home, a new car, something like that, but it's a commitment. So it's something quite big, whether it's within a relationship or whether it's a physical thing, it tends to be quite big. So commitment coming up there. Rain, a card as advice regarding Yuto. Okay, let's do spellcasting since we have those now. Okay, so you have dreams. So it's interesting because when dreams, it can link very strongly to the spiritual connection that you have. So you do have some kind of spiritual connection, which might make those feelings and emotions that you have a bit stronger. But also, it can sometimes be that, there can be a bit of a negative, not great message when it comes to relationships card, because it can be that, it's kind of just in your dreams. It's not really, it can be a negative omen for physical manifestation when we just get dreams, unfortunately. But also in dreams, we have to understand dreams as goals, desires, ambitions as well, not just dreams. So what you could say as well is there's some room for manifestation. There's some room for manifestation because there's a spiritual connection, and dreams can also be like dreams, ambitions, goals. So there's some room for manifestation, but there is a slightly negative omen about physical manifestation. So it's kind of one of those. It's like if you really, really want it, you're going to have to put a lot of energy into manifesting that, I suppose. And be mindful. Maybe give yourself a cut-off point to manifesting, just in case it doesn't work out. Pooja, hello and welcome. I hope you are well. Ella has A cheated on me throughout our 7-year relationship, like actually slept with someone. Okay, yeah, so cheating can vary depending on who, I don't even flirting. A lot of people are very flirty naturally, but we're getting nothing here. Maybe it's because I'm chatting on. But some people are very flirty naturally, and sometimes that's okay, but sometimes it's not, So everybody does have kind of that different boundary, different height of boundary, I suppose, to cheating. So let's do, what you said, slept with someone, actually slept with someone. I'll stop chatting on, please answer our question. No, I'm guessing a no on that. Something like flirty messages, something like that, or unfortunately, hopefully not like a kiss, something like that. Hopefully not though. Angel card for Pooja. There we are. So we have angel therapy, Archangel Raphael. Give your cares to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So sometimes we forget that we can't, give our worries, our stresses, our heavy energy to the sun, to God, to the angels, to the earth, We forget that sometimes. Marianne, can't visit my house again soon. Oh, rephrase. No! Oh, hope this will be a little bit later than soon. Guys, we have 19 likes. One more would be greatly appreciated. If you realise you haven't liked it yet, please do like it. I would love to get to 20 as a goal. Aparna, will A ever contact me? Is he only interested physically? Okay, so will he contact you? Yes. And is he only interested physically? Respin. No. Okay, that's good. Pooja says feng shui if you have those. Yes. Let's do feng shui for hallway. So we have beams. Beams in the hallway. This is bad. So it says having beams above the entryway is bad. Symbolizes pressure on your career and family. So if you have beams in your entryway of your home, the entryway into the hallway, it symbolizes pressure on your career and family. So we might be mindful about taking them down or doing something with them to change that, Kevin, will a message first instead within 3 months? Yes, I guess a yes on that. So Papa No Mercy, hello and welcome. Yeah, the readings are free. You just post your question. You don't have to ask if you can ask. Just ask. Unfortunately, I am leaving very, very soon. Probably within the next 5 minutes. Marianne sees feng shui for the bedroom, so let's do that. Oh, that was the one we did for Kevin. Hold on. I need a new one. Okay, calming colours. So we have good. Calming colours, soft blues, greens, and lavender, good for the bedroom. It creates a calming, reassuring, and relaxing environment to rest. So those very soft, nice, calm colours. Blues, greens, and lavender. We're guessing there. Of course, lavender is going to be great for the bedroom. I think we all could have guessed that. I really love these cards because I'm into feng shui already, but I'm definitely learning some things, Kevin says, was the dream that's a sign of wanting me and A to reconcile with each other? Yes. Ella, may I have an advice card for me and A? Okay, let's do Akashic. So you have, oh, paths unknown. So actually, this is what this is suggesting when you get paths unknown, that there's multiple options available to you or them. So there's kind of these different options, and it's always like you have multiple romantic partner options. It can be life path options, but it can be like, for example, if you really want to travel, if your dream is to like travel and their dream is to settle down, get a mortgage, it can be things like that as well. It can be that you have that one of you has multiple paths and options, and that they might just not align. So your life path might not seriously, your life path might not um, align enough with their life path based on your goals, dreams, and desires, or opportunities you have. Opportunities that are coming to you might not align with their opportunities. So what I would say is, it's when we get paths unknown for a relationship, it's probably a really good idea to sit down and really discuss, like, what are your priorities for the future, what are my priorities for the future, what do we not want, what do I not want, what do you not want, and comparing that, weighing that up. Does it match? Can it align? Is it similar enough to make it work, or are you willing to make any compromises to make it work, you know? So it's very much about the priorities and what you really want in the future, and being very honest with each other. Our partner says, will I be able to do witchcraft? I feel very drawn to it. Pendulum says. So the pendulum says no. So that's kind of interesting. But what I would say with witchcraft is, yeah, if you feel drawn for it, I would 100% say go. You might be getting a no at the moment because it might be take you a little bit of a while to actually get there, to actually, get something right or do something right or see where you align. Because when we study witchcraft, we might be like, oh, I'm super drawn to paganism. But as you get more into magic, you might realize that there's a different path that really aligns with you a lot closer. And do bear in mind, pendulums, if your chance of achieving is less than 50%, the pendulum will say no. If it's higher than 50%, the pendulum will say yes. It's not as accurate as crystal ball, which can give a percentage as well. So if it's like you're 40% going to be positive, good, great at witchcraft, I'm going to say no, So I would say go for it. If you feel drawn to it, I'd definitely say go for it. But the first thing I suggest to look into is protection practices. Make sure you are really protecting yourself first. So guys, I do have to jump off now. Thomas Salas, hello and welcome. Papa No Mercy, will I pass my last exam at 28th of August? Let's do that. Ah, you're getting a no about. Oh, I'm so sorry to give the negative answers. Really hope and pray that that energy can change for you and you can pass that. Thank you so much for the 20 likes as well. So I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to answer a few questions for people who haven't had one yet, and then I'm going to jump off. Oh, we just have one more then. Thomas Salas, will Javiera talk to me again? Will we be together again? Okay, so will they talk to you again? Let's ask that. Yes, they'll talk to you again. So let's ask for Thomas Salas, will we be together again? You're getting a no at the moment for that, so I'm really sorry about that. But at least there is a line of communication open, so hopefully that energy can change for you. So yeah, I'm really sorry if I did just catch you as I was jumping off, but I do multiple streams like this a week, trying to be on at least 5 days a week now, and sometimes with 2 streams in a day. Tomorrow I think we might do flower readings again, because they're new, and maybe a crystal ball as well. So do stay tuned, click that notification bell, and feel very free to check out all of my information in the description of the video, my website, and ways to contact me as well. Any questions, I'm very open to receiving messages. So yeah, love, light, and blessings. Stay safe, stay protected, stay positive, stay high vibrational, and I really hope to see you soon. Rock artist, hello, welcome. Sorry, I am just jumping off. Hopefully I will catch you tomorrow or later on. Love, life, and blessings to each of you. And oh, shout out to Rain for the super chat. So sorry, I just saw that. Shout out to Rain for the super chat as well. You are amazing. Thank you so much. And it's great to catch you. I love the early streams because I catch you a bit more as well. So yeah, you guys welcome, and I am going to be making efforts to do more early streams. Very likely we'll have an early stream again tomorrow, so see you soon.